Yeah, what's up, my people? Like the B. This na Mr. H. I don't show. Yes, my people. Make una hear what happened for tribunal today from P2B lawyers them. For under Tori, NLC don't suspend their nationwide strike. My people, make una share this video so that others will see them. Oh yeah, now.
The issue of beavers, they have not been able to give us proper cooperation on that. We need to have access to the beavers using our IT team to extract information. Even if the deleted information contained in the beavers, there's a procedure of extracting it. So it's for them to avail us that opportunity. And at least I was lucky today to have a bite. And for today, we were able to tender a total of 8 states. From EC8A for 8 states. I tendered 5, while Dr. Azinge tendered 3. Out of the 5, my own state, Imo State, was one of those that at least I tendered their election results for 8 states, from EC8A. So tomorrow we continue from EC8B and C, and like that. So the objection by INEC is more like a statutory kind of objection. They're just trying to play safe. There's no harm in that. It's just a routine objection that they take just perhaps for reasons best known to them. But the documents tendered are actually documents, certified true copy of documents procured by from INEC, which we duly paid for. So for me, there's nothing to bother about. It was a good day. Yes.
The cooperation by INEC now, because I remember initially you said some percentage of documents have not been acquired yet. Are they cooperating as it is?
Incidentally, INEC has improved in their cooperation. Substantial documentation has been availed, while about 20% now are still outstanding. I think about 20% thereabout. I'm not exactly sure. I know not all, particularly the issue of beavers. They have not been able to give us proper cooperation on that. We need to have access to the beavers using our IT team to extract information. Even if the deleted information contained in the beavers, there's a procedure of extracting it. So it's for them to avail us that opportunity, and the rest will be done in court.
On the final note, the council started listening to inform us about the pending motion. Can you educate us?
No, the motion is a pre-hearing application we made, pre-hearing application, but then it wasn't taken then. Somehow it was overlooked or was missed. They mixed it up. So we want to just take it, and then it's about interrogatories that were served on INEC for them to answer certain questions, which will aid the trial and presentation of the case of Labour Party and P2B. So I believe they will certainly have to avail us those answers to those questions, which were posed in the interrogatories. Interrogatories have been served on them.
It doesn't have any negative effect to your case?
No, it does not. It will not. Certainly those, but it's just just a procedural issue. Nothing to fear at all. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Come with a more concrete reality and framework and alternative. The CNG alternative is better than the price even before the increment. Yeah, but if you check countries of the world like Kuwait, like Qatar and others, which large gas deposit, you agree with me that it's a very viable alternative, because the deposit here can sustain the country for the next 500 years. It's clean energy, eco-friendly, and cheaper. I think the whole battle we are having now is the issue of the cost being at 500. And by our last meeting, during Silva's time, we were talking about 90 naira. So if this government achieves an option or alternative that is even under 90 or 120 or whatever, I think every one of you will be clapping for them. Since they willpower, to achieve this, a very viable alternative is done all over. So what we need is the willpower, and if we achieve that, I think there will be, a lot of success, a lot of progress so made. I believe that what we need is for them, to work, unlike what we experienced before. By now, we should have gone far.
And it says, following the engagements between the federal government, TUC, and NLC, with the intervention of the Speaker, House of Representatives, to resolve the disputes that arose from the withdrawal of subsidy on PMS, the following resolutions were reached. 1. The federal government, the TUC, and the NLC to establish a joint committee to review the proposal for any wage increase or award and establish a framework and timeline for implementation. 2. The federal government, the TUC, and the NLC to review World Bank Finance Cash Transfer Scheme and propose inclusion of low-income earners in the program. As you are aware, the $800 million loan did not really capture the low-income government workers. So we basically will be talking about how to include them in that scheme. 3, the federal government, the TUC, and the NLC to revive the CNG conversion program earlier agreed with labor centers in 2021 and work out detailed implementation and timing. 4, the labor centers and the federal government to review issues hindering effective delivery in the education sector and propose solutions for implementation. 5, the labor centers and the federal government to review and establish the framework for completion of the rehabilitation of the nation's refineries. 6, the federal government is to provide a framework for the maintenance of roads and expansion of rail networks across the country. All other demands submitted by the TUC, and that's the 7th, all other demands submitted by the TUC to the federal government will be assessed by the joint committee. So consequently, ladies and gentlemen, the parties agreed as follows. 1, the NLC is to suspend the notice of strike forthwith to enable further consultations. 2, the TUC and the NLC to continue the ongoing engagements with the federal government and secure closure on the resolutions above. And finally, the labor centers and the federal government to meet on June 19th, 2023, to agree on an implementation framework. So this communique is signed by...
There are midterms of the
Can I snap?